Oh man, this would be the perfect way to make the moon disappear. If Copperfield did it for CBS, he's going. Right now, he's rehearsing it with his illusion crew helpers. There's a lot of ways to make the moon disappear. Use a mirror or a foil mirror to block the sunlight from going to the moon. Kitty Rock, church member says, just reflect the dark side of the moon to the front of the moon. Bob has something similar. Use Elon Musk drones and have mirrors reflect the dark side of the moon to the front of the moon. Plus, he and this Ashley or Caitlin or Catherine, he and that lady have great minds think alike. They say also use a big large foil mirror to reflect the sunlight back at the sun to keep from going to the moon. And Miles Pitwell, professor, magician, scientist, says use Elon Musk 60-something Wi-Fi wireless satellites, Starlink satellites, to block the sunlight from going to the moon. And Tommy Story says just use something like Star Trek. Have a satellite and beam in outer space and beam a black laser beam onto the moon. And Mike Rock, Kenny Rock's brother, says whatever he's using, it's going to be high tech and it's going to be an illusion. Yep, Mike Rock, an illusion. And I was thinking Venta Black absorbs the most light. And now I heard that there's another one that's even more, it hasn't have a name for it yet, but it also absorbs the most, more than Venta Black. But which one, Venta Black or something like Venta Black, it'll absorb the most light, but use it like a Venta Black laser beam onto the moon, make it like the moon's vanishing and reappearing and splitting apart, looking like Pac-Man. And Dave Duncan, Drew Duncan says, use your idea, Bill, but use it in a high military clear cloaking balloon and beam the Vanta Black laser shadow laser onto the moon. Sean Parker says he's just going to snap his fingers and it's going to look like it's gone like that. And Jason Parker Magic says just put the earth on a Lazy Susan. And poof, oola, moola, moon gone, or something like that, he says. A tourist says, use a Lady Susan turntable like the Statue of Liberty to make the moon disappear. All ideas are good, but everybody on social media, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, all want to know, and Reddit and other places are wondering, what's happening with the moon? Does anybody know what this is and stuff like that? Or what's this lunar black line wave that looks like old-timey Justin TV sets? Black line going across the moon. And Smarter Everyday Guy says, what's that black line going across the moon? Does anybody know? What's happening with the moon? There's no clouds in the sky and all that stuff. Well, anyway, I have to go in there and explain that in the 1970s, born-again Christian illusionist Andre Cole created 7 methods in the 1970s of making the moon. 7 methods seem to make the real moon seem to disappear. And he's excited that David is going to breathe life into his illusion and make it a reality. And in the 1980s, he gave it to Copperfield and his illusion crew to rehearse it. And Copperfield said if you catch the moon doing weird things in the sky, him and his crew were rehearsing it. So, and he says to tag him on his social. He's at Copperfield. On Facebook Instagram, Twitter, which is now X, and probably TikTok too, I don't know. But he said if he's got any photos or videos, he'd like to see what it looks like on you guys' end. Well, I let him know on Facebook and everyone anyway. I tag Copperfield on Facebook, Instagram, and everybody I tag, so they can watch the moon seem to vanish and reappear 90 times zoom. And I'm thankful Jesus provide this kind of camera for me, so I can get close up on the moon. It's January 4th, 2026. It's 8 o'clock something at night. If you go to my YouTube channel at Bill Green 4003, look for video there's 3 zeros and then a 7 and a 6, and then it says Moon Shapes in the Sky Copperfield. You can upload it to all your social medias and email and one-on-one, and let everybody look at it, and everybody, including you, can freely upload it and give your guess on how it's done. Enjoy.